Yeah. They mad, they hate me and irritated. Wow. Close your mouth, you can save it without a doubt. Yeah. You won't claim it, you is a slouch. Live in your mom's basement. They mad, they hate me and irritated. Yeah. Stop complaining, stop back chasing. Can't wait for it. You got
you can drink what you want to drink. All right, let me
cool.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Lifeline of Lifeline Presents, bringing to you GOAT Metric, episode 23. And now we got the N-word, John. John. Yes, yes. What up, Seb? What's going on, baby?
What's good, Lifeline? Enjoying life, man.
That's what's good. Benny Blanco, what's going on? What's going on?
Everything is good. Everything is good. Trying to ride this wave.
What'd you say?
Trying to just ride this wave.
That's what's up, man. That's all. You know, I try to create the wave. You know what I mean? I try to create the wave. But check it out, B. Let's see your bobblehead, your Walt Frazier bobblehead real quick.
No.
I want you to show that before we even get the show started.
This is going to be the first one.
That's what's up.
Oh,
what's up.
Okay. Okay.
Yo.
I love it. I love it.
I got a bobblehead too. One of my exes bought me a bobblehead years ago of myself. It's crazy what you get on Temu. You know what I mean?
Wow. Hey, don't you disrespect Temu.
I don't even know if it was Temu.
Store right now.
It was back in the days. She was the crazy gifter. She got me that before, say, world's best boyfriend bobblehead, got my body, my face and shit. Really,
that's what's up.
Not my body. I think that was Lou Ferrigno body, but then
on crack.
She bought me a star before. They were selling stars.
Like what type
of the star? Chinese stars?
Like real stars. Like it has the
I got you. Yeah.
Of the star in the galaxy.
Yeah.
You could go find your star, and that's your star.
Yeah, that's a fact. I know what you're talking about.
I was like,
nobody ever loved me enough to buy me a star.
Look, I was a little tight though. I ain't never asked her how much, but I'm like, yo, you buying fake shit, yo. You might as well not got me nothing. You know what I mean?
She didn't. She got you.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, B, we're gonna start the show off with you, man. Right now, we're looking at the playoffs right now. The Knicks, the Knicks got 2 wins. I think the last time we recorded, the Knicks was down 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
Now they up 5. Was up 3-3. Well, they down 2-3. Indiana got 3 wins. But the last 3 games, we got 2 out of the last 3 games. All right? So, Ben, I'm going to pass the playoffs to you. What you feeling about the Knicks? Let's talk about it.
I love it. I think the team is built for it. I think they already proved coming back from behind and making wins. I think now is just putting consistently, which is in this last game, what I saw, like everybody keeps asking, what was the difference? What was the difference? Why they look better? What it was is the defensive pressure they were putting on their guards. It changed the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So when these guys, Wright and Shamet and Deuce came into the game, the pressure on their guards, on their dribblers or whatever, they now all of a sudden they can't run plays. And they're putting up bad shots where we're taking, pushing, getting easy buckets. That was the difference. The pressure that we put on their guards.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I've seen that too. Seb, how you feel?
I'm gonna agree with you on that one, but I'm also gonna add on to that. And I hate to do this because Seb loved to be right. So when Seb is wrong and you gotta admit it, it hurts him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So Mitch.
I know where you're going with it.
Mitch. that was the difference, man. That was part of, the defensive pressure. Yeah, if you look at it, We didn't allow them to even take as many shots. But one of the biggest things was the offensive rebounding. The offensive rebounding, getting second chances. Mitch came up big. He came up big. I got to admit it, as much flack as I give him. Listen, I was happy to see Landry Shamet out there playing D. But Mitch, you made the difference, baby. You made the difference. The way he crashed those offensive boards and gave us those second chance opportunities.
There you go.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm with y'all, but I'm gonna add something too. And Sev say he don't like being wrong. I love being right. And the reason being, we talked the last time. I told y'all Thibodeau gonna have to play more people, and he's gonna have to steal minutes. He's gonna have to steal minutes. Put some guys in, pull them out. Put some guys in, and this what and JJ Redick. I know you're not gonna watch the show, you know what I mean? But somebody sent him this clip because that's what he was supposed to do in the Lakers series.
There you go.
Supposed to put some guys in, pull them back out. Like you don't know if a guy gonna have a good night or not, but he'll never have a good night if you don't play him.
That's right.
That's what Thibodeau had to do.
And fortunately, these guys are there sitting on the bench for him. Like this guy, right? We just signed him at the end of the year. Like, I don't even know his game, but the times I've seen him play, he plays excellent defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shamet, I know he's going to give you all-out defense. And if you leave him open, he'll hit you with the three. And he got that 1-2 dribble pull-up. That's all he do. But he does it effectively. And And Deuce is going to give it. So these guys playing on the perimeter like that is going to change. It changed the whole series.
Facts.
Okay, well, let me ask this. Was anybody else as disappointed in Bridges as I was? I felt like Bridges hasn't really shown up this series the way that we expected him to. And Ben and I, we both, about what? Maybe 10 episodes ago, when we spoke about Bridges having to step up and be that guy, you know, like if you're going to be the third option, be the best third option you can be. It's like when people used to talk about Russell Westbrook when he played with the Lakers. Like if you giving somebody 17, 8, and 8, that's a pretty damn good third option. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I almost see the timidness in him. Like,
and that's the problem.
I don't know what's going on with Bridges.
Yeah, well,
that's the problem. So,
let me say one thing. I text y'all in the group because that's y'all guy. That's y'all boy. That's y'all boy. But anyway, you know, petty me. But Bridges is y'all guy. But the whole thing, one game, it might have been game 4 when Indiana went up. It was like he didn't want to shoot the ball. But I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to pass to y'all. I think Brunson didn't want to shoot either. But I don't think it was because he was scared.
Right.
He was trying not to dominate the ball in game 4. Because I agree. Was in his ass on that. But I'm going to pass it back to y'all about the Bridges thing. Go in on him, bro.
Well, I'll say this. I'm going to agree with you 100% on the Brunson thing. I think that Brunson was trying to limit his ball usage, you know, how much he had the ball. I really do. And I think that mainly because once you get your teammates involved and they're able to build up that confidence, then they're able to score. Because even Bridges at times, it looked like if he didn't have the ball and he wasn't on defense, like on the offensive end, he was a just lost, man. It's like he didn't know what to do. You know, and I don't like to compare newer players to the greats. But to me, Reggie Miller was like one of the best guys to move without the ball.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't see a lot of that on the offensive end anymore. Like we all know, like you spoke on it last week, you said Bridges can create his own shot. Create. Sometimes you have to create a shot when you don't have the ball. Create. Right. And I just felt like he was stagnant at times, especially on the offensive end. So I don't know how you fix that.
Go ahead, B.
Well, yeah, as far as that again, and I've seen it. I seen it when we had DiVincenzo, right? So Brunson would get all the double and triple teams. DiVincenzo be hesitating, and it just creates either a turnover or you end up with a real horrible shot. But towards the end of the year, he got it, and it's
Right,
like when
right.
he got the ball, there was no more hesitation.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you say, create or shoot.
Yes,
And
sir.
DiVincenzo towards the end of the years and into the playoffs, he got it. He's like, yo, I got
Oh
to
yeah.
shoot. I got to do something. And Bridges hesitates on that. That's the problem.
Do you think he's afraid? Do you think he doesn't want that? Because New York is
Yeah.
much as we love New York, New York, Philadelphia, like those are hard places to play.
Yeah.
Like the
Right.
media, the fans, they get real petty and disrespectful. So, do you want that on your shoulders? Like, even what game was that? Was it game 1 or 2 when was it Halliburton? He was like, they choked. And it just brought you back to the whole Reggie Miller scene and the Spike
Right.
Lee. And I think maybe these guys are afraid of that type of media pressure, man.
Yeah, I mean, because New York media is different. It's like, having a threesome, but they got gun holsters on. You don't know how much fun to have. It's like, can I enjoy myself or so when you act in New York, they can either please you or kill you.
Facts.
That's how it is.
Listen, when cyborgs come back from the future and try to decide what got us canceled, this is going to be the moment that they come back to right here. This is it.
Yo, the
This
one
is
I
where
was
the
thinking when you was
Terminators
talking was way worse than the one I said. I cleaned it up. You got the light version. You know what I mean? Yo, we're going to stop the Knicks real quick because they see this going on. We're going to come back to it, but we're going to jump right into OKC series.
Who you want to start, Ben, or you want me to take this one first?
Well, I think I just watched pretty much the highlights of what was going on. Disappointed in Randall. He kind of did a role reversal and went back to his turnover ways, and it was on display. And domination, man. I hate to see domination, man. I hate to see domination, unless it's Miami or something.
Uh-oh. That's the most Miami thing to say right there.
They be like, yo, you was out here, bro. What's up?
Right. Well, I tell you what, I don't like to see any team totally dominate a series, especially in conference finals. But I love to see a great team show you why they've been great all year. And I think OKC showed us that. And you didn't even need to watch the highlights to know that Shake is the truth. We're dealing with the truth. Like, I'm going to stop talking about all the other players in the NBA, all the young players. If you're not talking about Shake right now, you ain't talking about nothing. Or unless you're talking about Brunson, of course. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, OKC, like, just watching them play in the way that they dominate teams, and it doesn't have to just be Shake. Like, I think that's the most impressive thing. If you ask me who was their third man, like who's their third option, I would probably name 3 different players. Like we know it goes Shake, then Williams, then you say who's the third. I would name 3 different people, man.
Right.
Like, because you don't know the team is so good. And again, I'm loving seeing lobs from Holmgren to Hartenstein to Ho. Like, it's amazing, man. Like, these guys, and to what you said about Randall, sometimes we don't realize OKC is a big team.
Yeah.
you know, you got Holgram standing at 7 feet and change. You got Hartenstein. Like, they made it hard for Randall. They did. They made it hard for him, and it showed. I think he got frustrated, and once he got frustrated, that was it. That was it.
Yep.
Like, the second man was done. So, I picked him. I think I said a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
Let me say something real quick. We got breaking news. I was going to do this later on. I was talking to Ben a little bit before the show and said I got a new segment I want to drop called Not for Nothing. Right? This is Not from Nothing.
Okay.
Lifeline right here. This playoffs right here. Because the only reason I brought this up right now because Ben said domination. And then you said how great OKC been and showing you. So y'all made me jump to this early. I didn't even get to talk about OKC thing, but it made me jump to this early. Because this is the first time in the playoffs I'm looking at the series that we all take the first round as a wash.
Mm-hmm.
Think the first round, second round of playoffs really start to most guys.
Yeah.
Because the competition gets closer.
Mm-hmm.
Bad thing about it, I'm gonna do a quick rundown. Seb did stats last week going through. This week, Thunder 4-0 Grizzlies. Nuggets 4-3. That was the best matchup in the playoffs in the first round. Nuggets 4-3. Nuggets won. Lakers Timberwolves. Lakers didn't come to fight. 4-1. I'm calling out. You didn't come to fight. You didn't come to fight. Rockets, Warriors, that was a good series, 4-3, right? So we go to the East in the first round. Cavs, 4-0 Heat. They didn't even pack a bag. Pacers, Bucks, 4-1. They was hobble. Giannis still wound up leading the playoffs in scoring, leading the playoffs in rebounds. He did what he could do, but the rest of the team didn't follow him. The Knicks and Pistons was an excellent series because I'm a Knicks fan, but the young boys in Detroit, even though they had some injuries, they still came to fight. They got two blows in.
That's right.
The Celtics, the Magic did come to fight. They was outmatched. Okay, now we go back to the West. The Thunder and the Nuggets, they went 4-3. It's amazing because the Nuggets just went 4-3 with the Clippers, and and OKC is so much better. They came to fight. Well, Jokic came to fight. You know, they got hobbled, and then you look at the Warriors because they beat Houston, which was the bigger seed.
Right.
Steph Curry got hurt. Ben took Steph Curry team, and Steph Curry got hurt, so that to Ben's defense. The rest of the team didn't come to fight because they had a big bully guy. They got beat down 4-1. Then we go back to the Pacers and the Cavs. Come on, Cavs. What happened? Y'all beat the Heat, you know. Then you get smacked by the Pacers 4-1. So then we go to the Celtics and the Knicks. The Celtics beat up on Orlando. You know what I'm saying? And then they did come to fight. And Tatum got hurt. They got 2 wins. So they did come to fight. They just got outlasted. Yeah. And we go to OKC in Minnesota. Ant-Man, you really showed me how small Ant really is. And I hate to say, I got all my kids is older than you. And you a great player. And what gets me, we're going to talk about some of your comments you made in a minute. I'm asking the fellas what they think about your comments. But you in big moments, you came up real small. 4-1. Your team come to fight. And right now, the Knicks right now, though, regardless how the series go, at least we know y'all came to fight. If you only get 1 win, you ain't come to fight.
That's right.
You will not get embarrassed.
Okay.
That's not for nothing with Lifeline.
You know, I love it, my nigga. I'm gonna put the $5 in there, baby. I'm gonna put it in there. I love it. I
That's
love it. Not for nothing. My man came to fight. He came to
what I'm
fight
talking
today.
about.
I love it.
But let me go back to this. All right. Y'all said that OKC beat them. I agree too. OKC showed me something different. And Shea, which I started bigging them up early in the season
You did.
when we was talking about MVPs and all. I don't know if you was a part of the staff then, Ben, but Shea, I felt like was MVP.
That's
And
right.
like the biggest separation from him scoring to his next guy. He got like 11 points between him and the next guy. You know, they won 68 games. They going to the finals right now. You know, Shea is killing. So right now, I'm with y'all. Shea and them did it, and I'm happy for them. And I hope the Knicks could make it to them. And the only reason because I would love to see Shea and Brunson, because right now, Brunson is leading the playoffs with averages.
Mm-hmm.
He got the most points, and he's averaging 30.1, and Shea is averaging 29.8, something like that. So Brunson is the only guy left in the playoffs averaging 30. So I would love to see Shea and Brunson go at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll say this. I would also love to see Brunson and Shea go at it. And not only just Brunson and Shea, I'd love to see the other players. You know, I love to see what Hartenstein feel about the Knicks right now. You know what I'm saying? I love to see those guys go at it. I think that OKC may have the better system, maybe even majority of the like deeper bench. But New York has those dogs. And I think like even with Denver, the way that Denver played them, excuse me, it was a doggish fight. You know, like Denver didn't just lie over like these other teams. So Denver played them hard. And we see what happens. They took them to 7 games. So I think that the Knicks have that dog in them. You know, like we can go hard. I think we proved that we could go up against these guys giving us bumps and bruises, pushing us down. You know, I think we can do it if we can get past Indiana.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So I'm gonna ask you, Ben, since Sev went into that, how do you feel if the Knicks meet OKC? How you feel about that matchup? Because I'm gonna go with the Pacers OKC matchup later, and then we'll talk about the Knicks and the Pacers, next game. But how do you feel about OKC and the Knicks matchup?
Well, looking at it, what OKC, in my opinion, what OKC has done is bringing back more team concept to the game, where individual players are not as important anymore, but a team concept could be very dominant and wins. And that's what I think they're doing. So, yeah, they got that one superstar. And then the other kid, Jay Williams, he's young, up and coming as well. But besides that, what do they have? Young role players, but they have a very, very good team concept. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the direction that is going. And realistically, the Knicks are not that far different. You know, they got Brunson, they got Cat, and then they're surrounded by a bunch of guys that are good, but they're not superstars. They're good, but Josh Hart could do a little bit of everything. He got 9 triple doubles. Deuce is proven to be good. So all these players are good, which that's a good team concept too, as long as freaking Tibbs uses these guys and don't just burn out the starting 5. So those two clashing together will be a great matchup. I would love to see it.
Okay. I'm gonna say something, right? And I was thinking this when y'all was talking. Well, of course, OKC got 68 wins, so it's leading towards them, no matter what matchup comes.
Right.
But with the Knicks, I feel like we could beat anybody But the only thing that OKC has, and even Indiana is showing us right now, we might have some great guys. We just don't have the big guys. Some of our more skilled players are small. That's Stephen Bridges.
Right.
So these guys, and I hate to say thicker or got, because Stephen A says some crazy stuff, but they got more girth and all this. I'm like, yo, bro, you kidding me. But these guys is more solid and more athletic than our guys. Even Wright looked like a small guy. He's running around trying to defend. And you know, McBride, like we got smaller guys, and it's like sometimes it's just that, and OKC has big athletic guys. And I hope when we re-up next year, we get some guys like more like OG, like big guys. That could defend three positions. Instead of on the defensive side, we got guys that could be outmatched easily because they too small. You know, so right now, but that's how I feel. I feel like we could push anybody, because the way we played the other night, that was the Boston series. Because even when we played Detroit, we pulled it out, but we was fighting and scrapping the whole time.
Right.
I feel like last game we opposed our will on them. That's what Ben said. When Ben said us defending their guards and stuff like that, like we made it tough for them.
Right.
As we handled you. It was like we played good defense, and we was killing you. We was killing you on our side and playing good defense, and that demoralizes you.
That's a fact.
Like they stopping us, we can't stop them. We got to go so hard to even get in our plays, our sets. You know what I'm saying? And the key is, I won't say it right now. I'll get on when we talk about the Pacers and what's called a series. So if y'all have nothing else to say about the OKC Knicks.
Well, I'm gonna say this one last thing about OKC and the Knicks, because I'm actually looking at it as you speak, and you know, I spoke on it a little bit with how OKC played Julius Randle with those big guys in the middle, and I'm just gonna elaborate on that. You're absolutely 100% correct. That is going to be, if it's New York and OKC, that is going to be the biggest difference maker in the game. Because we know that Cat, he's a big guy, but he doesn't really play like a hard-nosed center. He's not an Embiid and that type of player. And, you know, OKC, excuse me, even you look at a guy like Alex Caruso, who's like 6'5". This is an all defensive player. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at Brunson, and there's a significant size difference there in the same position. So it's like that is going to be the key factor. You know, you got 2 7-feet plus guys coming out that play defense and offense with OKC. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. That is going to be the difference maker.
Yeah. I mean, you got something to add on the Knicks and OKC, or you want to flip to OKC Pacers, because we're going to end the show with the Knicks Pacers.
OKC Pacers. Good matchup. A lot of youth on both sides. A lot of points will be scored. But I would think OKC will definitely dominate the series eventually. They've shown that. But listen, I respect the Pacers too. They're fast. If they can get into you defensively, they turn those into turnovers. But they're not better than the Knicks.
Hey, I didn't want to stop you because when the series started, you didn't give them no respect. You know what I mean? So
at all.
So
that's a fact.
They earned your respect a little bit during this series.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Seb, what's good? Tell me what you feel about OKC and the Pacers matchup.
All right, so we all know that when it comes to basketball, it's all about matchups. It's all about the matchups. So we know, I agree with you, Ben. I don't think that Indiana is better than the Knicks, but I think Indiana may have a better chance of matching up with OKC than the Knicks. And for that reason of the size. Like even Siakam,
Yeah,
he can make certain big men look small.
right.
Like we know that he can do that. He can shoot, he can shoot a 15 or 17 footer. He can play with his back to the basket. He's a big guy. So I think they might match up a little bit better than New York will. But ultimately, I see OKC coming out. And I'm going to disagree with you on one thing, Ben. I don't think that most of the games are going to be high scoring games. I think that defense and mistakes is what's going to determine how these games play out. I think that OKC is going to put a lot of hard defense on Indiana, slow the game down, and then when they want to, OKC can turn it up, and not too many people can run with them. When they turn it on and those guys are running, not too many people can run with them. So if they stick to their defense and turn it on when they feel like they need to, I think they'll outplay Indiana in the long run. I would say 6 games, but I would give it to OKC.
I would say this, and it's gonna be rough. Because I didn't predict who would win. I don't know if I said who would win, but to be honest with you, I almost think the Knicks or the Pacers could beat OKC. And the reason being because these are the only 2 teams in the playoffs that have been coming from behind.
That's true.
That's true. I believe that the Knicks and the Pacers, and that's why I was disappointed with Minnesota. I feel like they didn't have a vocal leader to keep them like Ant-Man, and he did this against Dallas a year before. It's like once he realized he can't win, started being a little different. It was almost like I'm taking my ball.
I know it was definitely like I'm taking my ball.
And I get it because these guys is made different. So he's young, he's 23 years old, so I really the matchups with the size, I believe Indiana is a better matchup. But the only thing with Indiana, they have the 24th leading scorer left in the playoffs with Siakam averaging 20.4, 5.8 rebounds, 3.3 assists, and 1.1 steals. And then Halliburton is number 27, averaging 18.7 points, 5.2 rebounds, and he's leading the playoffs in assists with 9.5 assists per game and then 1.3. I'm just worried about the sizes differences because Holmgren have showed us this last series, I am the third option. Like in the beginning of the playoffs, we kind of didn't know.
That's right.
This last series, he showed when them 3 guys had like 95 points. When those 3 guys had, and I don't even know what Minnesota had. What they had, 104? Like those 3 guys had 95 points. Holmgren shows you I'm a double-double, and sometime I might be a 20-double.
That's right. I'm
good for a double. What you say?
Holmgren is nice, man. Holmgren is nice. The problem was, I believe, he got hurt his rookie year. I think against LeBron. I think he broke his foot or some shit.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So we didn't get to see it, but the dude is a 7-footer. Yeah, he's skinny or whatever, but don't let it. He's one of these skinny tough dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's agile And we haven't seen the best of that dude yet. Trust me on that. He's like maybe like a Garnettish type of player.
I just hope
Now,
nobody get in Williams' ear. I hope nobody get in Williams' ear, because if they stay together, like right now, it's so much money in the league right now. That's why James Harden left. They could say they didn't want to give him this 1 million or whatever, but when people tell you what you could get somewhere else, the money you get somewhere else, and the endorsements and this, that, you'll never shine the way you want to shine. I don't really know if they told us to Harden, but I know that's how your agent talks to you, because they know when you're a third guy, you ain't gonna get the big bag. But if you're the first guy, and right now, to be honest with you, Jalen Williams could be the first guy on another team.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Give him 20 shots. I believe in him now.
Well, you know what's funny? Williams can be the number one guy on another team, and Holmgren could definitely be a Robin to somebody's Batman on the team. Like, he can be the second option.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that. And one thing I will say, Ben, when you talked about Holmgren, did you say agile or fragile? I wasn't sure which one. But no, I wouldn't go as the Garnettish type. Maybe, and I don't like to compare, just because they look similar, but maybe more Dirk with his shot selection, his ball handling. And I would even go so far to say, even on the KD level, a smaller level, like the way he puts the ball on the floor and he can shoot and go up.
We're not gonna do this. We're not.
Listen.
This in a while. We're not gonna do this, man.
I'm not gonna compare him to KD.
Not gonna do this, man.
But he's not Garnettish either. But the way, like, if you watch Chet Holmgren,
hey B, we're not gonna do this, son.
Listen, let me ask you this: give me two guys that size that can handle the ball like Chet handles the ball.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of KD.
When it comes to KD, it's like Birdman said, put some respect on that man's name. The funny thing is this: we say, because they said it about Ingram.
Yeah,
they said it about Ingram. And Ingram is probably closer to KD than Holmgren. And Holmgren is still new, so we'll see what's up with Holmgren. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll see.
Holmgren, it's more like, again, a fast center type of guy. He can be a stretch, but the thing with him is he's a really, really good shot blocker. You know what I'm saying? He'll chase down some shots. I'm letting you know.
Yeah. See, and that's
he has a good percentage. Like, he shoots pretty well. I think Holmgren could even play the three.
Yeah, he might can. But when people say, that's like when we went to the Harold Miner shit with Michael Jordan.
That's right.
Just because you do a few things don't make you that close to this guy. And
go ahead.
And what I'm saying, when we say this KD shit, we looking at frame, not game.
No, I'm looking at skill set. I'm looking at skill set with that frame. Like, to be a 7'3" guy that can handle the ball like that, like, the only other people that you like, who else would you say has that type of skill set at that size?
Porzingis? I don't know. I'm just fucking.
Porzingis.
All I'm saying is this: I get what you're saying. Yo. So if you say he got skills like KD,
no, skill set. He ain't got skills like him, but that set of skills he has.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, we don't.
What's in your cup? Is that vodka or water?
I'm just saying, my dude got 4 scoring titles. When we say a guy that ain't averaged 20 yet is similar to this guy, and it's just hard for me to be like, yo, park the brakes, bro.
I get it. I get
All I'm
what you're
saying.
saying.
But they did
And
that
I
shit
mean
with
no
Ingram.
disrespect to KD.
They did it with Ingram, and Magic Johnson said it about Ingram. And I didn't say it was true until I see Ingram average over 25. I said,
Right.
You know what? Goddamn it, he ain't KD, but boy, goddamn, if you close one eye.
Closer to a Paul George.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So now we're gonna go to the game right now. The only series that's going on. I almost want to hit a strip club or something. And I ain't I'm gonna get the singles out the register over there.
Yes.
I
Like you retired. You retired from that.
Hey, what they say? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey,
Welcome back, Carter.
the funny thing, only reason I'm saying that because there's no basketball tonight. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So right now we'll go to the only series that's left before right now. The only series that's left, the Knicks and the Pacers. We already know the Pacers is up. They just need one game to win. None of us want them to win. So what do the Knicks? I'm passing this to the Knickses. What do the Knicks have to do, Benny Blanco Knickses, to tie this series up and push a game 7? What do they have?
They have to do exactly what they did in the last game. You know what I'm saying? The starting lineup with Robinson and Cat so far against this team, it's matching up better. Indiana had to switch up some shit. So leave that the way it is. They move Josh Hart to the bench. It's fine because Josh Hart wasn't looking to shoot anyway, and the offense was getting stuck a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The dude was not looking to shoot, and he was creating turnovers by trying to overpass. Believe me, it's better he come off the bench. So then, and let the Brunson burner just keep averaging 30 on these cats. The numbers in the last game, they said when Halliburton is matched up with Brunson missed, like he's something like freaking 7 out of 9 shots. Like he already proved that he can't be guarded. So they're throwing mad guys at him. And Cat, do your thing. Stay out of foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing is those guards that they're bringing in. Shaman, Wright, Deuce, putting the pressure on their guards, stopping their set plays. If we can do that again, we're in good shape.
That was a good take.
All right. So I got 2 words for you. Well, I'll say 3 syllables. PJ Tucker. That's the only thing that's going to win for me.
PJ Tucker.
No, but seriously, all New York has to do is win. Like, I know it sounds simple in its simplicity, but that's all we have to do is win. So what helps you win? What you did last game is not enough. You know, it's not enough. You have to figure out not only what allowed you to keep Siakam on low scoring. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, Indiana only got off like 78 shots. They outshot us on the 3-pointer. They outshot us from the line, but we killed them in the paint. So when we look at that, it boils down to who? Cat. We need you in the paint. You know, even though we know Brunson likes to play it hard and close to the rim. But Cat, we need you on the paint. Not only Cat, OG, we need you on the ball. We need you on the paint. And again, damn it, I hate to say this. Mitch, look at me, Mitch. We need you, brother. We need you. We need you to go in there and be the 7-footer that you're supposed to be. All right? I mean, you can be Clint Capella. You ain't got to score nothing. Just get me 16 rebounds, bro. That's all. And I'm impressed with what you did. Yeah, I'm impressed. But, and again, guys like Shamit and all of these guys coming off the bench, when you get the opportunity, you use it. You know what I'm saying? You use it. And if you got a guy like Mitch in there getting them offensive rebounds, you shoot You shoot, you shoot.
Yep.
All right? You shoot the ball. That's all we need to do. Shoot the ball. If we can put up more shots than Indiana, we can beat them. If they put up around the same amount of shots as we do, it's going to be very difficult. We have to hold them to at least 80 and lower in order to win. Defense. Let's go.
All right. If y'all don't notice, I got a Star Wars shirt.
I see it.
This game 6 is going to be a War of the Stars.
Okay.
In game 4, Siakam and Halliburton went off, and we was done.
Mm-hmm.
In game 5, Cat and Brunson went off, and they was done.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to have all the stars do what they do, and we need something from the role players. And the funny thing about it is Bridges and Anunoby need to be great role players. Now, we say they great players. No. We need you to play your role.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Hart, we need you to fill the stat lines up.
That's right.
We need you to play a role. And all the bench guys collectively, we need at least 25 to 30 points off the bench. But by Hart coming off the bench, it seemed like it should be easy because he's good for 10. So we need the other 3 or 4 guys to get 15 points.
Mm-hmm.
I wore this shirt. When I picked this shirt up, I was like, this is very cliche. But the stars gonna have to be stars. And the role players is gonna have to stop the other guy's stars.
Mm-hmm.
Because our stars is liabilities on defense.
Yes. That's right.
So we need our role players, Anunoby, OG, and Bridges to stop their stars. So
there you go.
Your role and help your stars out by stopping their stars.
That's right.
And then we just play the game to the buzzer end.
Well, that's what happened in the last game. Like, we're still looking for Halliburton. He walked.
Son, don't give him no ammo. Don't give him no ammo.
Hey.
He walked up the court. He was smiling when he left the court. So I was like, okay, because that's the only time I saw him. He was MIA.
He was smiling because he knew they was coming back home. They was coming back home.
Okay.
He was smiling because his dad had a bet that the Knicks was gonna win. He said, "Now my son ain't gonna show out till they back in my
That's what's up
in my stadium." I told the boy to not heat up tonight.
That's right. I need that bread. He over there faking injuries. But what did Halliburton? I know Siakam only had how many points did Siakam score?
Siakam was the only player of the starters that was in double figures.
And he had like 16 or something?
15, 16, something like that. Halliburton had like 8 points.
Yeah, we definitely played them hard on the defensive end.
Yep.
And only thing, I know we can play hard defense every night. We know that New York is built for that. But I'm going to lean with Lifeline on this one and say, now, can our role players be where they're supposed to be and do what they're supposed to do to get us that win? Because our stars Brunson is going to do what he's going to do. And one thing that, and I'm going to say this, it kind of upsets me because I feel like Cat can destroy them in the middle. And I think he knows that he can, and it's frustrating him. I think if Cat wanted to, he could drop 30 and 15 easily on Indiana. I don't know. I don't know. Like, we're just gonna have to wait and see, man. But I agree with you, Life. It's gonna boil down to the role players. Can you do what you're supposed to do when we need you?
Yeah, I'm gonna read something to you real quick. Brunson is number 1 in the playoffs, averaging 30.1, 7 assists, 3.5 rebounds. Cat is number 18, He averaged 21 point in the playoffs. He's number 18. He averaged 21.4, 11 and 5 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. His assists hated. His blocks and steals is subpar. But this is a message to Cat right now. If you don't want to play defense, don't foul. That's all I'm saying. Because
that's a fact.
Taking the game real different, and then you taking you out the game.
Right.
I'd rather you not play defense than foul and now crash out because you on the bench.
Right.
Don't play defense.
Don't put him on the line.
Let you get help. Call a help out. Do whatever. But don't foul. The fouls he doing is stupid. You pushing.
Yeah, they are.
People arms and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? And then you looking at the coach, man. He should have slapped him, man. You walking up, coach.
Yo, I want to jump on something you just said, Lifeline, because I had to go back to my notes. You said that Cat is number 18 in the playoffs in scoring.
Yeah.
All right. That's why it's disappointing, because he's number 13 in scoring in the regular season.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. But to be honest with you, I think it's foul trouble.
Right. Okay.
I think it's foul trouble because the funny thing about it, the guys left in the playoffs right now, he's number 3.
Exactly.
Brunson's number 1, Shea's number 2, Cat number 3, Jalen is number 4, Pascal is number 5, and Halliburton is number 6. So Indiana has the last 2 point productive guys in the series. You know what I mean?
So what's Cat? What's his rebound average? 11, I know you said it.
11.5 for the playoffs. 11.5. So he's 21. Yeah. I mean, he's giving you a good 20 double.
That's right.
Nobody on this list is giving you a 20 double. He's the only player left in here giving you a 20 double. So he's doing excellent.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in his and his defense. And my thing is this: if you don't want to play defense, you should not have more than 2 fouls.
Right. On one of those runs that the Knicks went on, the lineup, Brunson was actually on the bench. So he went to the lineup of Cat, Mitch, Shamet, right? So he surrounded everybody with like the best defensive players to hide his defense. But it worked because he was getting busy on offense while the rest of the guys was covering up everything on defense.
Well, they did that in game 1. Remember game 1, you had Brunson on the bench for a little bit and Cat was going off. I mean, he was calling for the ball. Like, I love to see it.
Right.
And I would love to see more of it because I really do think let's put the ball in Cat hand and see what he do against Siakam.
Yeah, of course. I think it's I think he knows he can score on Siakam. He knows that Pacers are going to have to bring help, and the thing is, don't turn the ball over.
That's a fact. And that, again, it goes back to what Life said. What are our role players going to do when they bring that help and I dish the ball out to you? Are you going to hit that 3-pointer? Are you going to score? Like, what are you going to do?
You got to go for it. You got to go for it.
I say if we attack the paint, to hell with trying to be 3-point shooters. We know we're not that. All right? Attack the paint. I think the last game we outscored them like 82 to like 40-something in the paint. Yeah. So, stick with that. Play your game. Let Cat do his thing.
I like when y'all say he do that, but I feel like right now too as well, we're gonna have to make Halliburton play defense. Yeah, like let Bridges or let Anunoby get switches and get Halliburton and go to him.
Mm-hmm.
Go to him. Don't let him because he's the engine.
No, facts.
He's the
That's a
engine.
fact.
He's
That's
the
a fact.
We keep him frustrated and everything. I hate to rush us, guys, but our time is running out. You know,
Yeah.
So we got like 3 minutes left. So if y'all want to say something, you can say something. You got like 2 minutes and a half left. If y'all want to say something, say what you feel.
I'll say
Listen.
this one last thing. You said that
Yeah.
it ain't no basketball on tonight. The WNBA is on. It's out there. Let's give these ladies some respect, fellas. Go watch a WNBA game, man. Basketball is basketball, baby. You said those your two loves, women and basketball. Give the WNBA some love, man. They out there
That
playing.
makes sense. Listen, I never had problems when I had to D up a girl on the court. That was cool.
Hey, we not even been trying to set me up with that one.
We are getting canceled tonight.
Been trying to set me up with that one. Because on Inwood, we had these cousins that played basketball, but
Wow.
don't go there.
Wow.
Don't go there. All I know is I still gave them the D.
This is it. Go metrics for the kids, man. We for the kids out here.
And nigga said, damn them kids. Hey, this is episode GOAT Metrics number 23. This is the playoff rundown, the playoff predictions, the final here, baby. And they say titles is earned, awards is won. But I tell you what, you can only win one game at a time.
That's right.
The Knicks, let's get
right.
one. All right.
That's right.
Peace, fellas.
Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7, baby. Make it happen. Knicks in 7, make it happen.
Word.
They mad, they hate, and irritated. Close your mouth. You can save it without a doubt. You won't claim it. You is a slouch. Live in your mom basement. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Stop complaining. Stop back chasing. Can't wait for